In the quiet village of Obu, nestled deep within the heart of Africa, two young women formed a bond that would defy tradition, fear, and even fate. One was Oluchi, better known as Uchi, the beloved daughter of the local pastor, raised in a household of love, discipline, and godliness. Her world was one of morning devotions and choir rehearsals, of purity and purpose. The other was Amaka, the mysterious girl whispered about in hushed tones, daughter of the village's feared witch doctor. Her family name was a curse on the tongues of villagers, a shadow that followed her every step. Yet, despite their contrasting worlds, destiny intertwined their paths one fateful day at the village stream. Amaka had been crying, hidden beneath a tree, her sorrow as deep as the river beside her. Uchi saw her, and without a second thought, crossed the invisible line that fear had drawn around the girl. "You're not alone," she said, offering her hand. And just like that, a friendship bloomed where no one expected. From that day on, they were inseparable, laughing beneath mango trees, walking home from tailoring school, and dreaming of better tomorrows. But the world around them was not kind to friendships like theirs. Pastor Nduka, Uchi's father, eventually voiced what many others whispered. "Be careful, my daughter," he warned. "Darkness follows her family. Do not let it steal your light." Uchi listened, but her heart chose love over fear. "She's more than the rumors, Papa. She's my friend." The years passed, and as the girls blossomed into young women, love entered the picture. Uchi remained pure, gentle, and patient, admired quietly by many in the church. Amaka, fiery and bold, found herself in the arms of a charming newcomer named Ekele. He was the son of a traveling merchant, tall, handsome, and utterly smitten with her. Ekele made her feel beautiful, special, and seen. In no time he proposed beneath the very tree where Amaka had once wept. The village gasped. The witch doctor's daughter? Engaged? But Uchi smiled brighter than anyone. She stood by Amaka's side, excited for her friend's long-awaited joy. Then came the night that changed everything. Rain poured down as Uchi walked home late from church. Beneath the mahogany tree, she froze. Lightning split the sky. And there he was, Ekele, locked in the arms of another woman. Uchi gasped, her world tilting. Ekele saw her, panic in his eyes. "It's not what it looks like," he pleaded. But the lipstick on his collar told the truth. His voice could not. The next morning, Ekele confessed to Amaka. Uchi had made him promise. But the damage, it was done. Amaka's world shattered. When Uchi arrived to console her, Amaka's grief turned to fury. "You knew," she whispered through her tears. "You knew, and you waited." "I didn't want to hurt you," Uchi replied. "I thought if he told you himself—" "You should have protected me," Amaka shouted. And just like that, the unbreakable bond cracked. That night, Amaka stood alone in her hut, surrounded by wedding decorations now torn and soaked in her tears. Her grief morphed into something darker, something ancient. She opened her father's old chest, filled with relics of the occult. Inside, a notebook, filled with spells. And she made a choice. Amaka took the book, along with a handful of her father's ancient relics, and disappeared into the forest under the cover of night. She made her way to the sacred Iroko tree, where her father once called upon the spirits. Kneeling in the mud, soaked to the bone, she poured her anguish into the night. "Spirits of vengeance, hear me. I've been betrayed, humiliated, heartbroken. Take away this pain. Take my heart if you must. But let no man ever have power over me again." The forest listened. The wind stopped. The trees fell silent. Then A whisper. A voice that wasn't hers echoed in her mind. "We will answer your plea, but there will be a price." With trembling hands, Amaka completed the ritual. Lightning cracked through the sky as a dark force entered her. She convulsed, eyes wide in shock. When she rose, her tears had dried. Her heart was no longer hers, and so began the nightmare. From that night on, Amaka changed. Men who had once ignored her were now drawn to her like moths to flame. They desired her, obsessed over her, but none could satisfy her. One by one, they came, and left broken, pale, and hollow. No man could satisfy her, they whispered in the market. "She's cursed," said the elders. "She's a demon in disguise," cried the mothers. Uchi watched it all unfold in horror. Her once joyful friend had become something else, haunted and insatiable. Rumors spread quickly. Some said Amaka danced with spirits at night. Others claimed men who laid with her lost part of their souls. And through it all, Uchi's heart broke again and again. Determined to save her friend, Uchi visited Amaka one final time. The moment she stepped into the hut, the air turned cold. Amaka sat calmly, eyes glowing faintly, lips curled in a bitter smile. "You came to judge me?" she asked. "No," Uchi whispered. "I came to find the friend I lost. I know you're still in there. Let me help you." Amaka laughed, cold and sharp. "Help me? You? You abandoned me, Uchi. You left me to rot in my sorrow while you ran to your perfect life." "I never left you," Uchi cried. "You pushed me away. But I'm here now." For a heartbeat, silence. Then Amaka's hand moved, fast. She gripped Uchi's throat, lifting her off the ground with unnatural strength. "You should have stayed away," she growled. Uchi gasped, tears in her eyes. "Please, don't let it win. You're stronger than this." And then something flickered in Amaka's gaze. The strength in her fingers faded. She dropped Uchi and fell to her knees, clutching her head, screaming. Uchi didn't run. She fell beside her, held her trembling friend, and began to pray. The shadows fought back, howling, shrieking, trying to hold on. But Uchi's prayer cut through the darkness like light through fog. The evil spirit howled one final time and vanished. Amaka collapsed, weak, sobbing, but free. In the weeks that followed, Amaka sought forgiveness from the village. Many refused. Some spat at her feet, but she remained humble. Uchi stayed by her side. Slowly, the village softened. Healing began. Amaka never forgot what happened, and she never touched the dark arts again. Years later, Uchi married a kind man and moved to the city. On one visit back home, she saw a mad woman begging in the streets. Dirty, broken, forgotten. It was Ekele. Life had a way of restoring balance. The liar, the betrayer, now wandering without memory. And Amaka? She rebuilt her life. Stronger, wiser, unchained. Some scars never fade, but healing is still possible, even after darkness.